Hey, I just want to give you a breakdown on how to use Mono and Cascadeur together. I'm still working on ways to refine the process, but I think this will help you a lot. Okay, so step one, get your video you want to use, or even your own recording we want to use, or Mono also you can use your camera, your PC camera to do the performance. So in this example, I've got my performance from this lady's audition. I put it on Vinci. I just capture what I need on Vinci. I then open Mono. I just use the normal Cascadeur capture mode over there. So the selection is just specifically for Cascadeur. Yeah, it just helps you with the retargeting. Um, so the next step is then to open a video, and then you have to record and play the video as close as possible together just to get the most accurate capture. So you'll see I record, then I capture. And then you let the video run to record. As you can see, which I haven't mentioned, Mono also has facial capture. You can see that happening on the right side. You can also use this in Unreal, I think Unity, anything that can use this data to put facial capture on. At the moment, I don't use it. I strictly use Mono for the hands capture there. And the nice thing about Mono is that you can either do it with like the torso mode, or you can do the full body one as well. So I prefer the torso mode. As you can see, the legs stand still there. And I mainly use it just for the finger tracking and the hair tracking. It makes the performances look a lot more natural when I put it over into Unreal, for example. So the next step is then we open it in Blender, and I'll just show the process how to export it from Blender into a FBX file. So I've downloaded Blender via Steam. It's just easier for me, but yeah, you can just download directly from this site. There might be an easy way to do it, but I just delete whatever is there, and then I import a BVH file, which we do it over there. And we go into, I've saved Mono in my downloads folder. You just go into that Mono file, and then you look for your latest recording. You can usually check by the timestamp to see which is your latest one. And then there's my recording. I've also supplied a Cascadeur file in the description. It's on Mocap's website as well. Please use your project file that I've attached. It's just to make your workflow go a lot smoother. So now we export. So just look for your location, and then I just want to point out these few things is just to make the export work correctly on your end using Cascadeur. So name it whatever you want. So please use the following settings. So the scale must be 0.01. Apply settings, just do FBX unit scale and apply transformation over there. And then we export. Now open Cascadeur. As you see, I open 3 tabs. One using the Mono auto-posing rig for retargeting. That's a project file I made available. One I always label as the raw Blender file, and then I open a third one for my character I want to use. So retargeting the capture that I captured over Mono onto my actual model I want to use. So here I'm just looking for my model. I like using Metahuman, and I select the correct body I want to put it over. That's also available for download. Also look into the description. I'll put a link there. So as you can see, it's full Metahuman meshes. So when you edit it here or capture it here, it transfers correctly into Unreal, so you don't have to struggle with Unreal as well. So there's my performance placed over onto the Mono skeleton. I can now retarget that onto my Metahuman. We copy and paste that whole performance onto the Mono auto-posing rig for retargeting, and because now it's got auto-posing on it, I can now retarget it onto my Metahuman. So with Dollars Mono, it uses your computer to process the video mocap. Depending on how powerful your computer is, it makes the recording run a bit smoother. And the little bit worse it is, the bit slower it goes. So I just want to show you exactly how to fix that as well if you picked it up. So now I've placed my animation on my character. The animation looks good. I always just add the reference video as well, just to see exactly where it needs some refinement. And as you can see, the frames there, 30 frames per second, is 1400. So it doesn't exactly quite add up. So that means my animation plays a little bit slower in Cascadeur than it does in real time. So again, it all depends on your computer. The lower specs your computer has, it should capture it then a little bit slower. I'll just show you a workaround here, but like I said, I'm working on a way just to refine my process, and I'll put an update on that soon as well. So easy enough. So the video needs to be played slower. So what we do is we use a little bit of math. We use the reference video frames, which is 1484, and we divide it by our Cascadeur file frames. It gives us 0.78. So we put that in percentages. So that's 78.68 or 69%. So now what I usually do now is I open the same video in Vinci, and I'll just slow it down. I'll just let the video play by 78.69%. It just has to be close by. It's just for referencing. And then the part I'm showing here now is when I put it back in Unreal, what I like to do is I like to speed up my video by 1.27 or 127%, so that the audio matches the movement. So it's just two different ways of doing it. So I just want to show you quickly. So now I put it back into DaVinci. So I'm going to slow it down first. I just copy and paste it in like that. Is at my point there. So it's a little bit slowed down. So it's at my video reference matches then the one I've got on Cascadeur. So again, I'm still working on a better process to do it. I've got a few ideas, but I'll give you an update as soon as I'm done with that. Now we just place the video with the animation to see how well we did. And then yeah, that's decent. So it just needs a little bit of editing still, but that is decent. And again, you can just edit, make your changes here, make your workflow a bit better. So this animation is currently baked. You can unbake it. So baked meaning all those blues, the keyframes. Unbake is removes most of the keyframes, and then your I call it the AI. The AI works out exactly what must happen between each keyframe so the performance looks similar. So the unbaking makes it run a lot smoother, but it does lose out a little bit of the human part of the performance. So you'll see it will look a bit more, not robotic, but just too smooth, if you put it like that. But yeah, that's my current way of doing it. You can then you fix your animation, you export it out to another FBX file, re-import that into Unreal, and then there you got it. Then there's your performance. I also work on one doing the exact same animation, or a very similar performance using strictly Cascadeur. And then put the timeline down, how long it took me, and then one using Dollars Mono and Cascadeur to show exactly the difference. And I've also got a series called Will It Cascadeur. I also did the same one for Dollars Mono, and also the different times it took me, or the different lengths of time it took me to do each one of those. But yes, I hope this helps you out. We'll chat soon. Have a good one. Bye.
What exactly are you looking for? I think I could do a better job of auditioning if I knew exactly what it was you were after. You know? Because I can do anything. Well, I mean, not anything, but pretty close. Like, if you wanted me to be all flirty and funny, I can do that. Or if you wanted me to be all mean and everything. I can do that too. Or if it was like a really sad role, I cry just about every day. Not about anything particular. Just for practice. I practice crying, just in case it comes in handy sometimes. You never know when you might need to cry. I can also burp on command.